That's a story that is just one of many stories I was telling my kids as they were growing up, and I'm still telling my kids. And I don't just mean bedtime stories or stories about what it was like to grow up in the Stone Ages before the internet. I'm telling them stories in every interaction, conversation, decision. The way that I treated them told them a story about their value. The way that I worried told a story about faith and confidence. The way that I talked about other people told them a story about how we view and respect and talk about and think about other people. And the truth is, reality of life is they built their life on those stories. I built my life on those stories, and many I was given many years before. I think it is a reality for all of us. We build our lives on stories. We build our lives on stories. Stories of faith, and doubt, and victory, and danger, and safety, and conspiracy, and hope, and priorities. We build our lives on stories. As we'll see this morning, God knew this, and in ancient days, he gave his people some stories to build their lives on and build their lives around. And as we look at those stories today, I want to give you a couple of questions to reflect on as we look at this ancient story. The first is, what stories are you building your life on? What stories are building your life? Stories are building your life. What stories form the basis of how you see the world, of how you make decisions, choose priorities, live in love with other people? And what stories are you telling to generations to come? What stories are you telling the generations to come? What stories are your perspective, your priorities, your values telling the generations that come after you? And again, telling is not always words. It's not just the stories that we say out loud. It means all of the things that go into how we live our lives, how we interact, how we share with the people around us. And yes, this means parents and grandparents, but it doesn't just mean parents and grandparents. We are all participating in passing on stories to those who come after us by how we live and by the trail that we leave. You may be able to think back on a favorite aunt or uncle or a mentor or a coach, that the story of life that they told has left an impact on you, that you carry with you. What did they teach you? What stories did they tell? And what did those stories teach you about your value, about your family, or your purpose? And what will the people coming up behind you learn from the stories that you are living out?